I was on a call today where once again I heard somebody say, but I just don't like myself on video. What do you do when that happens? Well, first off, recognize that you're not alone. I've not been able to find statistics on this, but my guess is, hey, way over half of everybody doesn't like seeing themselves on video. A few of them love it, and those become influencers on Instagram, but most normal people simply don't like seeing themselves on video. And I understand. I totally understand what you're talking about when you say that. So let's talk about a few things that will help you get over this. First thing, recognize that when you see yourself on video, you are judging yourself far worse than the rest of the world is. So here's what it comes down to. I'm mixing up my cards here as we go along. People literally don't care about most of the stuff that you're looking at yourself on video and judging yourself and say, oh, this is horrible. I don't like the way my left eye is slightly bigger than my right one, or I don't like the fact that I've got this gap in my teeth, which I do. And you know what? I really don't like it. But you know what? What I found is most people really don't care. And by the way, I don't think my left eye is bigger than my right eye. Most everything that people really hate about themselves when they see themselves on video are things that just aren't all that important to everyone else. What they're really focusing on is what you're presenting valuable to them? Valuable is in terms of great information. Is it fun? Is it funny? Is it something that changes their life? Is it something that affects them emotionally and causes them to want to be motivated? Whatever those things are, is it something that helps them in their life, that's valuable to them? So let me make a couple of suggestions that go beyond the just get over it. Because very frankly, that's sort of what you got to do. At some point, you've got to just get over it, because video is way too important for you to be hung up on these kinds of things. It's a huge advantage when you're able to use video in your marketing. So here's a couple of suggestions that I think will help you. Number one, start practicing video. This is very easy. You can do video without ever having anybody else even see it. Here's what you do. Go get a Zoom account, a free Zoom account. Turn on your camera on your computer and start talking to it. Maybe write up some cards or do a PowerPoint presentation, or just come on and say something. Tell people about how you feel about something. The important thing is not what you're saying. The important thing is that you start practicing interacting with the camera, interacting with the people behind the camera, and just getting used to having yourself be on video. I saw a really interesting thing this weekend. I've always loved the movie It's a Wonderful Life. Remember little Zuzu's Petals, the little girl? Apparently, she never once watched any of the movies she had been in. Until finally at 80-something years old, she ended up watching It's a Wonderful Life and realizing what a powerful message was in that. And she watched it over and over and over again after that. And you know what? Don't do that to yourself. Just start practicing with video. And in the process, fix what you can. So there are some things that you're not going to be able to easily fix. Your accent, your lack of hair, whatever it is. But you can fix your lighting. If your lighting isn't good, you can fix your sound by getting a microphone, getting up closer to it. You can fix your background. You know, there are people who don't like books. I don't understand, but there are people who don't like books and orchids. And here's another piece in this entire process. don't worry about editing. For some reason, people are all freaked out about editing. And in most cases, the only edit you have to do is like cut off the few seconds that you're turning the camera on and cut off the few seconds that you're turning the camera off. And don't worry about anything in the middle. If you say a lot, oh, well, that's you. You know, try not to, but don't try to go through and rip out all the ums and the you-knows and that kind of stuff out of your videos. Just let it go. It's you being natural, helping other people. Also, I encourage you to have realistic expectations. If you're not very funny in normal life and you're expecting yourself to be hilarious on video, that's an unrealistic expectation that is going to crush your video career. And so just look at yourself and say, okay, my expectation is I'm going to come on. I'm going to talk for 3 to 5 minutes. I'm going to tell people how I feel about this or give a few people a few tips about this. And I hope that 5 people in the entire world watch it. And then you celebrate when 6 do. Realistic expectations, and then you go from there. Now, after you've done this a while, and you've gotten more comfortable. And here's what I found happen. After about 30 videos, you find yourself getting much more comfortable with doing it. And so go make 30 videos all by yourself that no one ever has to see. And then after you've done that, get somebody who loves you to sit down with you and who supports your concept of being on video and sit down with you and just look at these videos with you and say, hey, you know what? Your sound could be better. Or, hey, you know what? That blue shirt you keep wearing, that's not your best color of shirt. You may want to get a different one. You know, that kind of thing that can help you in this process. Now, once you've been through that and you've practiced a while and you do it, go create a video and you're probably not going to be happy with it. It's not going to be perfect. And send that video out to your very best friends and followers. The people who are going to love it and are going to give you incredibly positive feedback. And are going to say, wow, that was amazing. Why? Because when you're just getting started and putting out videos, the thing you need most is, wow, that was amazing. Not, oh, yeah, you know. So send it out to your best friends and followers and start getting some of that feedback. And then start sending it out to a few more and a few more. And pretty soon you'll be actually creating video. It's cool. Okay. And then another idea, commit to doing some daily lives or just every day, every weekday or something like that. Just commit for 30 days. I'm going to go live every day. It's a great way to learn how to do video and to get comfortable on video because, hey, you haven't got editing. You haven't got all these things. You're just going on and talking to people. Just like when my phone rings and it's my grandkids wanting to do a FaceTime with me, what do? I answer it. I turn on my camera and I say hi to them. Why? Because I love them. Same thing happens. I just want to get the things that I have learned, that I understand, out to my audience. Why? Because I love them. I want their life to be better. I want your life to be better. That's why I'm doing all this. Finally, one concept that you need to remember. Everyone's a beginner in the beginning. Don't expect to knock it out of the park the first time you turn on a camera and start talking to video. That's why I said do 30 of them without ever showing one of them to anybody so that you get used to it. You've gotten a ways down the learning curve so that you can start feeling more comfortable with video and start recognizing the power if you were putting video into your work. All right. Any other thoughts? Any suggestions on how to be better on video? Let me know. Put them in the comments, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in this. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.